Welcome back to the Loveland Report and the Lone Ranger Radio Show with Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage, and Cleve Loveland, here to help you save money when you're looking at buying real estate or refinancing. So, Cleve, I've heard a lot of things going on about people starting to freak out about interest rates going up. We've lost about 200 basis points in the bond market, and we're starting to see the pressure of inflation starting to drive rates up.
But, oh, my God, the world is ending. Chicken Little, the sky is falling, because rates last year, a year ago, they were high twos.
Right.
And now we're in the low threes. Oh, my gosh.
Well, you're low to mid threes, and we're approaching into the higher threes as things go on here. But there's still you still have to remember they're in the threes.
I know.
Right?
It's still incredible.
And you can get 15 years still in the twos. I'm locking jumbo loans in the twos. But my theme right now is new house by New Year's. And I just want to talk a little bit about this, because you and I know that the only thing that's going up faster than housing is rents.
Yep.
And there is no such thing as a rich renter. At least we've never seen one.
I've never met one.
Yeah. I've never met one either. But I want to put something in perspective on really identifying one of the monetary benefits of owning a home. If you bought a home, let's just say we'll use even numbers for math. If you bought a home that was, say, $300,000.
Yep.
And you went with a minimum down payment loan, like an FHA loan, at 3.5% down.
Yep.
Your investment into that transaction was $10,500.
Yep.
That's your down payment,
yep.
$10,500, right? If houses only went up by 3% per year, not 23%, not 15%, 3%, you would have made $9,000 in 1 year.
Yep.
Now remember, you only invested $10,500.
You already made your money back.
86% return on your investment in the first year alone.
And you didn't give your landlord $20,000.
You didn't give your landlord any money. And you had to have a place to live anyways.
Yeah.
So the benefits of it, and I just like to put that in perspective, because I did really well in the stock market this year.
Yep.
I did well last year. I did well the year before, but I didn't make 86%.
Yep.
I don't know anybody that made 86%.
It's just
I know a couple people.
It's the first part of building wealth for somebody, and once you do it, you're like, oh my gosh, why didn't I do that sooner?
So we're going to show you in our wealth building home buying class on December 1st at 6 p.m. I want it to be our last Zoom one. I want to start doing these now in person again at a restaurant. You must register at WeBringYouHome.com. That's WeBringYouHome.com. If you know anybody that's currently renting, or anyone that owns a home and wants to understand how to buy property and make money the easiest possible way you can with the least amount of money out of pocket, get them into my class right away. It will be the last one of the year, and it might be the last Zoom one we do at all.
Yeah.
And it's easier for some folks because you may be too far away to drive to my class if I do it in Winter Park, right?
Yep.
So register at WeBringYouHome.com. You can call or text me at 407-250-9144. That's 407-250-9144 for the Lone Ranger. 32 years in the business, closed over 10,000 transactions, and I have not slowing down, buddy. Not slowing down. Going strong. We will start seeing a shift from refinances into more purchases, and I just want everybody to be prepared for that. So let's help more people get into a home by New Year's. Right now, this would be your last opportunity to really get into a home by New Year's.
Yeah.
But let's say that you found a home in the next 2 weeks. You could close in January.
Yeah.
Right? You can still close in January.
Yep.
I can close you right now. If you found a house and want to buy or refinance, I'll close you by the end of the year. But we got to get going, because you got title companies, appraisers, everybody.
I just had that issue. In fact, I just had one of my sellers got dinged, moving truck in the driveway, and a loan fell apart. And we're charging them. So anyway, call us at 407-352-8118 for Loveland Properties.
Yep, or call the Lone Ranger at 407-250-9144 or WeBringYouHome.com. We'll be back in 5 minutes with more of the Loveland Report and the Lone Ranger Radio Show. Stay tuned.
Okay, run JT with CFBI.
You do that, and it causes me to have to edit.